Hi, it's Joy Haynes at FestSaltLake, and I'm standing here in the Broadway Cinemas in Salt Lake City, Sundance, with co-directors and producers and writers and siblings, Elan and Jonathan and Bogarin. And that's good, right? I'm good at trolling ours.
That was good.
Yeah. So we just saw 306 Hollywood, which was a much anticipated film of this Sundance season, and I think, you know why? The theme of Sundance this year is storytelling. And I mean, it's sort of obvious that this is what stuck out to me here, but more specifically, we're very used to seeing big stories told and not just a story, like of a life, of a mainstream person. And so I think that, to me, as an audience member, was very relatable. And was that like a part of your intention of the film?
Oh my God, that was the heart of the film, was trying to take an average person who we would all relate to and basically say that usually we look at a big history being the authoritative voice, often the man, often something that is not connected to the home, and we wanted to say, wait a minute, the thing that defines our lives, defines our societies, defines our lives in general is the house, is the family. Mm-hmm. We take it with us forever, for good or for bad, and that was the way that we wanted to bring this character to life.
Well, it's like the everyday stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, we all have a house, we all have a family,
yeah.
And you just like made those the characters too.
Yeah,
in the story.
Well, one of our big goals in the film was to make the ordinary extraordinary.
Yeah.
Everybody lives these same things. Everyone has someone they love, everyone will lose someone they love, and everyone has to deal with what remains. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to see, how can we take these ordinary things and take the whole history of cinema, the whole history of visual art, and use that to bring these things to life, make them funny, make them inventive, and hopefully make it something that someone else can see themselves in as well.
It was. So that's so interesting, because it was this kind of like magical realism documentary, but it felt so accessible and real. And it's sort of a genre-bending documentary in that respect. Reminds me a little bit of how Robert Greene does his documentaries. But so we're used to seeing archival footage and interviews and recreations. But like and we had archival footage and interviews in yours. But the recreations were like these metaphorical imagery, object-centric things that weren't actual literal recreations.
Yep.
And it just allowed us to experience all in our own unique way.
I mean, I think for us, our goal was to say that in the world of docs, you have two things that tend to be the truth. You have interviews and you have experts and verite, so that mix. And we wanted to say, well, what if you add in the visceral, metaphorical experience? What if you add in the fact of, like, how do you process something within your own mind, within your own imagination? And we wanted to add that extra layer as part of what we would call truth, and add that into the dialogue of how you construct a documentary.
Additionally, we wanted to take traditional documentary elements like recreations and interviews and weave them into the magical language. So nothing is separate. Nothing is outside of the magical world. It's all part of one piece.
It was so perfectly blended, really. It was this kind of multi-dimensional, multimedia kind of thing going on. It was quite an experience. So congratulations. Best of luck to you here at Sundance.
Thank you.
And there's going to be other opportunities here in Salt Lake City to see this film, which FestSaltLake will definitely be posting about, as will Three Irons. And we'll see you guys in line at Sundance.